right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Here is Roy Jones Jr., 24 years old. He's already got 22 wins with 20 knockouts. Certainly a young man to keep your eye on. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He's got that aggressive style, so good with the power punchers. A great finisher when he has someone hurt.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting, 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fights.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. He misses with that straight left. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That right hook won't score. A lot of effort being exerted here. Incredible work rate. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. An eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it.
Good round, I like that.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. That uppercut does not score. That hook won't score. A straight right just misses. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about
Great work. I love that. I love that.
Let's get it started in round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Stamina is off the charts. Got out of the way of that right hook. We wanted action, and they are giving up. Hold that thought! And it's survival time for David Benavidez. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Did you see that? The Mexican monster's in trouble. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. David Benavidez might be ready to go. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges...
There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And down goes Jones Jr. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Did you see that? And the Mexican monster might be ready to finally go down. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
The fight's not over yet. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
You just focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Miss with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A swing and a miss with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter shot. Fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You like that round? Good work. You were thinking. The jabs were...
The round back. Take away that confidence. Stop.
Great. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch himself out, though. They exchange punches. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
hook was off target. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That hook doesn't score. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who. Here comes round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. We've seen in the past. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. He somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Swing and a miss with that hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Someone's will cave, but hold that thought! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
There's the bell to start round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, breathed right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the Blamoweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shot...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The Mexican monster's in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did he do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Whoa, wait a minute. David Benavidez might be ready to go. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched him? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was